Hey guys, what's up? It's Elijah. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're here with my sister.
Shay, you already know.
Today she's going to be doing my makeup. This is the third time we're doing this video. We did it 2 other times, which will be linked in it'll be linked in the description box. So I thought this time, why not add a little spice to it? We're going to be answering questions and doing a little story time while she does my makeup because we have some things we want to talk about. If you hear any noise, it's the fan and Kamar's in the background on TikTok and making TikToks. Both of our socials will be linked. They'll be on the screen and in the description box if you guys want to go follow us. So without further ado, let's get on into this video. Guess it is with me. First, I'm gonna actually moisturize because I didn't do that yet. We have makeup laid out everywhere.
Not that much, but it's a lot, so
We're gonna let it dry for a second. So while we're waiting for this, so I also asked you guys on Instagram to ask me my sister questions, and I asked a few weeks ago too. What are you looking at? First question: have you ever cheated on someone? No, because I've never been in a relationship.
Same here, buddy.
You better not. You're only 14.
Squad.
Literally. But no, I've never cheated on someone, and I never will because I don't condone that. What do you see yourself creating in the next 5 years on YouTube? So to answer this question, honestly, I don't know. I feel like as long as I just put out content that I like and that you guys like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like I could be making whatever like I am now. Like I'm literally doing whatever I want and whatever I know you guys would like. So as long as I'm staying true to what I want to do, then hopefully content that we all like. Tati says, so we're pulling up and meeting Mattia. Sis, when we get money.
Tomorrow. No, it's fine.
Yeah, when we get money, let's pull up and meet Mattia because at this point, do you have a crush on anybody and who is it?
Mattia, she has a crush on Mattia.
But yes, Mattia, duh. I talked about this in my Wattpad video. He's literally my TikTok crush. Favorite TikTok boy.
Mattia.
Besides crush-wise, school.
Mattia.
Besides crush-wise, school lunch tray. He's literally the best
Who
comedian.
the freak is a school lunch Shay?
No, his name is Trey, but his at school lunch tray. He's literally the best comedian on literally the, I don't care. Like he's so funny.
That's his YouTube channel you were just on?
Yeah, when I open my laptop. Question. Applies both of us. What is our I saw that. What is your dream vacation?
Nowhere, because I'm too scared of flying. I'll drive there.
Okay, then where would you go?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Really?
Maybe like Hawaii, I don't know. But I can't drive to Hawaii because there's a big river, lake, water thing, so I'm not really.
It's an ocean.
Yeah.
It's a big lake water thing. The reason she didn't answer any of these other questions because she doesn't have any TikTok crushes, so.
Does that brand on TikTok like that? Hashtag Valentine's 2020 period?
No! Okay, but my dream vacation, I want to go a lot of places. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to the Maldives. I want to go to Dubai.
You're scared of flying?
I kind of want to go to Australia. I'm scared of flying, but like I'm gonna have to get over a phone to go there, you know. How many years apart are you guys? We are, what is it, 4 years? So where's your phone case from? And it's the one that I have on my phone right now. It's the purple one. Actually, where did grandma get this one? Do you remember? I got it for Christmas.
Walmart or something?
What is your favorite thing or about each other, or what's one thing you dislike about each other? So let's do both.
I don't like her laugh. But her laugh is annoying. But it's funny though.
I can't control my
It's
laugh.
funny. I like everything about you though, so.
Besides my laugh.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of annoys me about her is her anger. She gets scary when she's mad. She literally socks everything.
For this video,
she was literally punching her computer. But
too mad.
but besides that, she's really funny. Like, I don't know, she's my sister. So since we're done with the question, we're gonna do a little story time. Basically gonna do like mini story times before we do the main one. If you guys knew, me and my mom and my sister and stepdad stayed in an apartment back in San Diego. We all had an apartment together. We're basically gonna tell the horror stories that we have living there. First moved in. Yeah, when we first moved in, which I'll link that below in the app if you guys want to go watch it. It was a good vlog. We were excited because it was really our first house with our mom. Moral of the story: my sister had to transfer schools, and the school that she went to was literally like right by the apartment.
It was so ghetto.
It was. I feel like we were literally living in the ghetto. I liked it, but like basically my mom had to work and my stepdad at the time was in the military. Well, our stepdad at the time was in the military, so he wasn't home, and my mom had a job obviously because she had to pay rent. So my sister's school was literally down the street. My mom was like, "Can you go pick up this after school because I'm gonna be working?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." It's not that long of a walk. I had the house key and everything. So as we were walking back, actually I don't even think this is when we were living in the apartment.
No, it was at Clark.
Oh my god, this is a completely different scenario. I'm so sorry. So this is when we were still in San Diego, but she was going to Clark, which I can say because none of us go there anymore, so it's fine. I always went to go pick her up after school because she didn't want to go to prime time. She literally was like, no, let's just pick me up. I don't care. This time I went to go pick her up and we were walking back. We were like maybe a block away from our house, and this dude like walks past us, and usually whenever anybody like walks past me when I'm walking to go pick her up and they say hi, I just like I nod because like it's a polite thing to do even if I don't want to say hi. You just like and like give him a quick smile. But As we're walking past, I'm on this side, Shay's on.
She was
this
on the
side,
right, I was on the left.
You're on the left,
on
and
the
then
side of the
and then
street.
and then the guy was obviously walking in front of us. So he was walking in front of us, and he was like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" Or he said something like that.
How y'all ladies doing
Yeah,
today?
and then I smiled and nodded, and so did Shay. And then we continued walking, and this man stops right behind us, and he goes, "Hey, I'm talking to y'all." And then, bro, Shay was like, "Elijah." So,
I was like, zoom.
so I was like, Shay, it's not that deep. Like, I have my pepper spray. I always carry it with me just in
I'm
case.
just a paranoid person. She was over here walking so like the dummy. Like I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Shay's up." No.
Shay was like, Elijah. So I was like, I guess. So we kind of like speed walked and walked away from it, even though he was still kind of like trying to get us to say something, even though I wasn't going to say anything because I don't know you. Am I going to say hi to you? Yeah, that happened. It was pretty scary.
Yeah, a suitcase. I thought he was gonna stuff me in there.
He had a suitcase? I don't
Yeah,
remember
he had
having
a black suitcase.
Back to the apartment. Me and my mom and my sister think that those apartments were haunted. Oh my god, do you remember that guy who kept coming to the house?
He's a stalker.
We're gonna talk about that now. But basically, we had a stepdad and he was in the military. This was weird because at this time it was just me and my mom and my sister staying at the apartment because again, he was overseas. This dude came to our door and like knocked on our door. My mom was like, who the heck's at the door? Because nobody really can get into the apartments because it was a gated community. It wasn't the best gated community, but it was still gated. It was pretty ghetto, but it was still
You
gated.
could easily open if you were the ones.
But he came up to our door and knocked and basically was like, "Hey, I'm looking for so and so. Is he here?" And my mom was like, "No, he's not here. He's overseas." Next day, he literally came again. And then I want to say a few days later, it was just our aunt and our grandfather who came over. It was weird because our mom's room had a window that like faced outside so we could see who walked up to our door.
But they couldn't see in. Though,
Yeah, they couldn't see in, but we could see out because we were all in her room just talking, so we could see his feet walking past it. Me and Shay were like, "Mom, like who's at the door?" And she was like, "Bro, if it's that same dude, like I'm gonna fight somebody because he's been coming over here for the past few days asking for." When
She
he's not
eventually
even
told
here.
him he's never gonna be there until 5 years.
He tells us to stay in the room, and so does our aunt and grandpa because they're like, we don't know what's gonna happen. Stay in the room.
Then we all went in the living room.
Yeah, we went in the living room anyway
With
because
her.
we're nosy. But she went up to the door, and as she went to open it, she saw his hand like reaching towards it, as if he was about to open the door, just walking himself. So
the door wasn't locked.
our door wasn't locked because we were home.
Because he already had opened the screen
Yeah.
and he was about to open our door.
The screen was already open, but we had it closed. So he obviously opened the screen, and he was gonna reach for the door, but my mom opened the door, and she saw him reaching for it. She snatched the screen and like slowly closed it, and he was like, "Hey, is so and so here?" And she was like, "No, I already told you he's not here. He's overseas." So, and the crazy part is, my mom said he was like one of those like vest belts, and he had like
He had
tape.
pink duct tape, a pink flashlight,
Didn't he have like rope
a
and something
taser.
too?
He had rope.
He had like random things that is like sus.
weapons, not like working material. Like
It was like
weapon type.
yes. Once she got him to leave, my mom was like, "Bro, I'm so glad I grabbed the screen and closed it because I was scared he was gonna try something because he was already trying to grab the door to open it."
And Papa went after him, so
Yeah,
our grandpa went and looked for him.
to make sure
Got
he actually
lost
left.
in the meantime.
Yeah, he gets lost all the time. I don't know what's up with him and getting lost. It was only weird because I never saw him before, and usually like we knew like majority of his friends, so I never seen him
I used to
before.
come over.
Yeah, I never saw him before, and I don't think mom did either, which is why she was like confused. Basically, the reason made my mom think this house was haunted was because my mom had her friend staying with us at the time while our stepdad was overseas, and I was home in the living room just on my phone, and all of a sudden, you know how like it sounds when a like spoon or fork falls on the floor? It's a fork that fell on the floor. The thing is though, the fork was, let's say this is a fork, it was sitting in the middle of the table, just sitting in the middle of the table, nobody around it, like it was just us three in the house. I was in the living room by myself, and my mom and her friend were in her room just talking, watching TV. So once we heard that fly, I run the room, I was like, "Mom, what was that noise?" And we go in the kitchen, see the fork is on the floor. Yeah, there was always a black cat roaming around the apartments. It was weird. Like there was just one day it was there, the next it was gone.
You call on the walls like near our apartments.
I don't know, it was weird. Bro, don't you remember the black cat like sitting right across from our window? It was just on the roof. It was staring into our apartment like,
Who
sir,
sent you?
literally, who sent you here? This is the next story time. My mom basically had to work till like, I think it was 8. And it was around, I want to say 6 or...
I think it was 6 or 7.
It was definitely darker outside because at this time it
Black.
got darker earlier. But I was filming my music favorites video, and we heard like talking of people like outside of our apartment, which was normal because a couple lived like next door to us, so they always had friends over and stuff. They did always have friends over, so I didn't really think anything of like people talking. I was like, oh, they're just having friends over again. Like it doesn't really matter. Whenever anybody walked up the stairs where our apartment, you could hear like it would jiggle like doom doom doom, like it was loud for no reason. And so
we're just assuming it's a guy because
we heard like keys jiggling near our door. So Shay was like, "Oh my god, it's mom!" Like I'ma scare her.
Yeah, it's
so
like you see the doorknob going like.
But then also I didn't see the doorknob.
I saw him.
She saw the doorknob. I heard the keys like jiggling about to open the door, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm a scare mom." So she stands like by like she basically stands behind the door, so when the door opens, like she'll be behind it, so she can pop out and scare our mom.
Like she was taking forever to open the door.
No,
like,
it was all you heard was like the keys jiggling and
the door wasn't opening.
Yeah, the door wasn't opening. The door was twisting too, and then it stopped. When it first stopped, I was literally looking at Shay, and then at the door, then at Shay, I was like, what is this noise? Like, I'm confused. Like, it got quiet, and then I continued filming my video for a good few seconds, and we heard it again. So Shay was still there, like.
Yeah, because I could hear everything. They're like, "Sir, do you need help opening the door?" I was like, "Sir, my mom's not a man, so that's not my mom." And then I was like, I didn't hear. He didn't like give a response. He's like walked down the stairs really fast.
Once somebody asked sir, I heard them say, "No, I don't need any help. I'm fine." So I sat there like, what do you mean you don't need any help? This is not your house. My mom's not a dude, first of all. What happened was, after this happened multiple times, every time I clicked play my music, it seemed like the keys would jiggle and the doorknob would jiggle. So I just stopped my music overall.
Yeah, she was trying to film content for you guys.
I want to say like the third or fourth time we heard it, Shay was like, you know what, we're not staying here. She called her grandma. She was like, hey, like somebody's trying to get in our house. So we were still in the living room. Shay called grandma. She was like, grandma, like I'm scared, like this person's like trying to get in our house, like literally our door was jiggling, etc, etc. My grandma was like, okay, I'm gonna send Papa over there, because at this time we were kind of living far away.
You had to go to the freeway to get to our house.
Yes. So our grandpa got in and was like rushing over, but in the meantime I grabbed my pepper spray and Shay grabbed a knife and we went to the bathroom and locked the door.
We left
all the lights on. While we're in the bathroom, I'm like recording and just casually filming, because I'm like laughing about it, because I laugh in horrible situations.
I was fast and like
Shay's over here. She's sitting in the bathtub with the curtains closed and just typing on the phone, trying to be like, Papa, hurry up, Papa, hurry up, Papa. I'm sitting on the toilet with my pepper spray, and I swear to you, I heard banging on our mom's window. Like, I swear somebody was banging on the window.
I didn't hear that. I just heard the cabinets opening and closing.
Who's outside? Like, who's screaming? What do you need? Like, go away. There's children in here. Once the noise stopped, I went into our mom's room and turned the lights off. Even though they probably couldn't see in, but I still turned her room light off, even though the rest of the house lights were on. But Shay said she heard our cabinets opening.
Yeah, they're slamming open and shut. Like
nobody got in our house though. Like when we got out, nobody was in the house. So haunted house. After I want to get like a few minutes, our grandfather got there and he was like, yeah, I'll open it. So we quickly got out, turned off all the lights, grabbed our phones and our chargers, and
I remember outside with socks.
We did.
No shoes.
I locked the door and we did. And he was like, I checked outside and I checked around everywhere. I don't see anybody here. I don't know what to tell you. So we went there for the rest of the night. Our mom picked us up and we got like Taco Bell or something. We were fine.
She's like, I'll never leave you home alone again.
I have it on my flash drive somewhere, and if I can find it, I'll enter them here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out till she's done with this. Yeah, she blended the concealer. She put powder on. Now she's gonna do contour. Sorry if the angle changed, but we're gonna tell like other story times of the first house we moved out here in. Me, my mom, and my sister, and our stepdad at the time moved into a house out here in Arizona. It was our very first house here because my mom was tired of the expensive rent in San Diego. She was like, I don't care. Leave, and then moved out here. We're gonna move out here too because it's cheaper.
$700 for a 3-bedroom.
Like,
and we paid $1,200 for a 1-bedroom. Like
in the apartments in a very not safe area. Of course, my mom was gonna be like, no, we're moving to a different state. Me and my sister loved that house, but there were just some weird things that happened there. My mom got married back then, and then he passed away, and I love him dearly. He got cremated, so we brought him back here with us, and his ashes were kind of in our kitchen, just kind of like put away because we didn't have a special place to put him yet. So we kind of just put him up where it wouldn't fall and where kids wouldn't touch it because everybody.
We're kind of still furnishing them.
But keep in mind, his ashes were there. Me and my sister and my mom, our stepdad at the time was overseas, and me, mom, and sister, we were going shopping for our rooms. My mom wanted to get picture frames. I wanted to get lights and things and a mirror for my room. Yeah, we wanted to get everything that we could at that time for our room. So we went to dollar store. Oh my god.
That was creepy.
It was weird. So we walked into this aisle, kind of looked at stuff, didn't really grab anything from it. And as we're like walking out the aisle, I swear a few things from behind us on like the shelves flew off the shelf. I literally bolted. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Stop playing games. I'm not doing this. This is not happening. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. You're not gonna haunt us today. So I ran. Shay and my mom were like running away too.
I was trying to pick up stuff, but then something else fell, so I said, yeet.
And then once we got home, we were kind of like unboxing everything, putting everything together, and my mom walks out her room. She goes, here you go, Elijah, here's a picture frame you got. And I look at her, I was like, mom, I didn't get any picture frames. She walked up to Shay and she was like, Shay, here's a picture frame you got. Shay was like, I didn't get any picture frames. No, it's crazy though, because after she asked us that, me and Shay both walked out of rooms and were like, we didn't get any picture frames. Like, we got some, but we only got a few of them. Like, we didn't get.
It was
weird because after we said that, she was like, but I walked out my room and it was sitting right outside my door.
It was in the middle of her door frame. Like,
it was sitting right outside her door.
And it was like sitting on the floor in the middle.
I was like, Mom, that's not ours, and if it's not yours, where did it come from? I didn't steal this. She was like, bro, he's playing with us. Like, he really just stole this picture frame for us. And we didn't even end up using it. We kind of got scared and just left it in by itself. Kind of just sat in our mom's closet because we were just like, bro, where did this picture frame come from? Yeah, there's a picture frame incident. Basically, at this time, so it was me, Shay, and DJ staying there at the time because he stayed with us for a little while we were first at what? I'm scared. Okay, so there's 2 bathrooms in this old house. There was one for me and Shay and DJ, but it was really just me and Shay's bathroom. And there was one in our parents' bedroom. I swear, every time I like a brand new roll of tissue in our bathroom, and we all went to sleep. Next morning, we wake up. I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, where did all the tissue go? Like, there was literally like one like little scrap of tissue left. I walked into Shay's room. I was like, Shay, why'd you use all the tissue? She was like, I didn't use the tissue.
No, I didn't. I was like, maybe it was DJ. Like.
But then again, like, we don't even use it. We don't use the bathroom that much. Like, we use the bathroom like 2 times a day.
And like, I was thinking maybe our parents like took some out of our bathroom because like, they're running out or something.
Yeah, each other sometimes. Like, we took each other's tissue. So I walked in the room and I was like, Mom, like, did you use our tissue? And she was like, the hell no. We have our own tissue. I was like, but all of our tissue was gone and we just got a new roll last night. She was like, what are you talking about? But we kind of brushed it off. It was like, maybe one of us used more than we thought we did. Next night, same thing happens. It happened to Mom. Her tissue disappeared, basically. She thought it was us. It wasn't us. Then it also happened in our bathroom again. So I was like, Mom, where's our tissue going? Because I swear we just put a new roll in and it's all gone. Long story short, this happened multiple times, and we came to the conclusion that one of our past relatives and our stepdad, one of our past relatives, I guess she liked to eat tissue. Like, she was known for eating tissue in the family. So we were just like, it's her. It has to be her. Like, she's the only person who would do that to our tissue.
And then the calendar story.
The calendar? What's the calendar story?
I was in the room, minding my business on TikTok. I was still TikTok. And then I was just sitting on Mom's bed, and all of a sudden, like, the calendar was, like, on, like, the right side of the wall. It flew off the wall into the middle of the room on the floor. And then I told Mom, she was like, Shay, what the freak? She's like, stop playing. I'm like, Mom, I didn't touch it. Like, it was too high for me to reach. Anyways, I'll have to get a whole chair. Like, why would I just do that just to mess with us? Like, it's too much work. Mom figured out that it was Kevin. But there's no way I can throw it into the middle of the room perfectly.
Listen, you just said you were, like, laying down, chilling in the room.
I was minding my own business. I got scared and I looked. I was like, why you mess with me?
This was one of like the sketchiest things. Like, yeah, the house was great and it was like nice having our own house and our own privacy and stuff. But one time in the middle of the night, I woke up. I never woke up all the time, but I remember one time I specifically woke up at like between 3 and 4 in the morning, and I was just really thirsty. So I walked into our kitchen to go get something to drink. We stacked on Kool-Aid and like everything. So I was like, I'm finna get some Kool-Aid. Walk into the kitchen, and our house had 2 doors. It had our front door and our back door that kind of led to like our backyard area. So our back door, I walk in and I realized that the back door is wide open, and I was like, bro, who? And I kind of peeked through our parents' room. They were asleep and you were asleep. So I was like, why is the back door open? But then again, our back door, it was broken. I'm not even gonna say, it's secure. It was not even secure. But remember, at one point, our latch at the bottom broke, so it was easier to open.
But it was still really, really hard. The door always got
you had to push it. It was just weird. I was just like, who opened the back door? Like, I'm confused. I closed it. I locked it back because it was literally like flying open, like the wind was blowing through it. So I was like, okay. I made sure our kitchen curtain was closed, and I went back in my room and went to sleep. And then I remember one night, our stepdad said that he had woke up and the back door was just wide open. It was like the wind was blowing and everything. He said he got scared because he had this feeling that it wasn't like the wind that had opened it or like the AC or anything. He felt like somebody opened it themselves. So he said
he wanted us to be safe.
Yeah, and he said he walked out and made sure that nobody was around or anything, and nobody was there. But it's just scary to think that like somebody could have potentially like broke into our house again. But no, also like living there, like, don't get me wrong, I loved it. I loved having privacy. I loved having our own house, having everything to us. But I always had this eerie feeling that I was being watched sometimes in the middle of the night.
The doorbell story, bro.
I don't remember that story. You
tell
it.
We're home alone. Somebody kept ringing our doorbell, and like every time we looked, there was nobody there. So we thought, ding dong ditching, like little kids, ha, whatever. Like I would do it too, so like it doesn't matter. But then like they're ringing it so hard. We looked outside, nobody was there, but the doorbell was still going like and like they were ringing it so much and so hard that the freaking.
I remember that. Yeah. So like basically our doorbell has like a sound box like right near the door, and literally it was ringing so hard to the point like that fell off the wall, and we got scared. Like it flew off the wall. So I was scared. Shay was scared, and then our parents came home because I think they were car shopping. So they came home and we were like, guys, somebody was like ringing obnoxiously on our doorbell.
They're just calling us scared cats. So
like no, if you were in the situation, you'd be like, who the fuck is that too? Like the hell. Literally the house in hell, y'all. We had I didn't realize how many stories we had of this house. So basically, when we first moved in, we were kind of like doing gardening because my mom, she was like, you know what, we're gonna spruce this place up, we're gonna do gardening and etc. So we were outside kind of like getting the seeds and stuff ready to plant. And so I think he was in a truck or something, so this car or whatever pulls up right beside our house. and he kind of steps out the car and starts like snapping pictures
of our house.
And then
we're like standing in front of
because we were out in the porch just like doing gardening, and me and Shay and DJ were like, what the heck is this dude? So we went inside to go tell our mom, and our mom comes out and she was like, what are you doing, sir? Like, you're taking pictures of our property, of our house. And he was like, oh,
I work with the Bank of America. Like,
he was basically saying that he worked with the bank, and he was told to come to this house to come take pictures because it was like placed as an abandoned house. So to us it made no sense because we just signed a lease with the landlord. So how was it still saying it was abandoned? But he said, yeah, I'm here with the bank, and we're always required to come take pictures of houses that are supposed abandoned.
And we don't even have a Bank of America out here.
Yeah, we don't. I think we only have a Navy Federal and like a Chase.
So we knew he was lying.
My mom was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We just signed this lease. You need to get off my property because I will call the police.
But as we're talking, he was still snapping pictures.
Yeah, he still kept taking pictures. My mom was like, get off of our property. Like, this is our property. We're paying rent here. You need to leave.
Even the landlord didn't know who
Yeah,
he
she basically said that it was probably one of the people she knew was like ex-boyfriend who was trying to take pictures or something and trying to like get her in trouble. Things like that. It was just weird. Like, it was a really weird situation.
He was like, okay.
I know, it's like he was old.
Giant stomach, kind of like Santa Claus. He had like a big stomach. He was wearing like this, like beach type of material, like flowers, like blue, like khaki shorts, and then like he had like this like little green type of hat, and like his hair was like all gray. It was like to right here, honestly. He had like a white like mustache and beard.
So basically, if you guys don't know, Arizona's like, I'm not gonna say it's known for storms, but like when it storms here, it storms. Like, it's raining, it's heavy, it floods, it
cuts your power
thunder,
out.
like the power goes out and everything.
Hell
so
your
when it first, like when we first moved in and it first rained ever in that house, like it was weird because we all heard trickling coming from the living room. So we're like, what is that noise? Like, maybe it's just a rain outside. So we kind of ignored it for a second, and then my mom walks back in the living room from the kitchen, and she notices that like our living room window that's like facing our front porch is like water's coming down. So I was like, what the hell? Like, what is all this water? So we had to move the couch and move all the power cords because we had cords going behind the couch. Come to find out, I think I can insert a video here. I still have it on my Snapchat. But there's water coming from our roof, through our roof into our house. So my mom's beyond pissed. She's like, bro, this should have been fixed before we even moved in if you're gonna rent this to somebody.
She claimed she just had finished the whole house before we moved in.
I didn't go to look at the house when we first moved in, but Shay went with my mom, and Shay said that it felt kind of weird. She said
it was like sketchy. I had bad vibes, but honestly, I just like whatever. My mom likes it, so it's fine.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with it because mom already signed the lease or whatever. After the first time, my mom emailed her. She was basically like, hey, the house was leaking when it was raining. You need to come fix this, or we can actually take you to court because this shouldn't be a thing. She had people come over. They claimed to fix it through the roof. It rained again. It did not do anything. Come to find out, there was a leak in our kitchen, and there was kind of a leak. There was kind of a leak in my room, but it wasn't really like dripping on the floor. It's kind of like a triple. Yeah, it was kind of in her room too.
Every room.
I think there's one in our bathroom too.
Yeah, there was.
She had people come multiple like so many times to the point where every time they did it, it just seemed like it got worse.
Honestly.
It seemed like it got worse every time they tried to fix it. So we were just like, you know what, forget it. We're not even gonna try to contact her because she's not even gonna try to help us because we're living in these conditions to the point where it's bad. It got so bad to the point where my mom got strep throat, and then I got strep throat.
My sister also found out about our house that it was like it got contaminated because something was wrong with the house. Well, I don't know what the word is, but years ago, something happened inside the house. Like, it was like some type of little virus, sickness type of thing inside of our house. So like these men in like suits had to come in, like, spray the house down and like put like this yellow thing over it, and like nobody could live there.
That attend the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember mom telling us that.
She literally found out because the landlord didn't tell us that. We had to find out for ourselves.
That's crazy.
Like a long time ago. Like, it was like a really, really old house. Like, nobody lived there because it was like so bad. Like, nobody wanted to live there.
That's crazy. I don't remember that. Oh yeah, another story. So basically, when we first moved in, we also had this like connecting. Basically, when we first moved in, we had this connecting like laundry room. It had a washer and dryer, obviously, because that's what a laundry room is. But it was a dryer that didn't work, so our mom basically got rid of the dryer. Actually, what happened was when we first moved in, our landlord basically said that we could keep it because nobody really used it and it still worked fine. So she gave us the washer and dryer. The dryer didn't end up working, and the cord it wasn't working. So we got a whole new dryer, and we were like moving out. She tried to claim that basically we stole the washer and dryer when she literally gave it to us. And our mom still has a receipt of us buying the dryer because the one that she gave to us didn't work. She basically tried to say we tried to steal stuff that she gave to us that was ours in the first place. We were visiting for like a week or two or something. Like, I want to say maybe a month, maybe a few weeks. I don't really remember. Basically, when my mom got like her bill to basically pay our rent, she figured out that it was way higher than it should have been because we weren't even in town at the time. Out of town visiting family, like doing our own thing. My mom was just confused. She was like, why is our bill so high? We haven't even been home. It should be way lower than our rent even is. She called our landlord. Our landlord was basically saying like, no, we have it on record that you've been using your air conditioner, like you have been using your lights, that you have been using this and that, like, your water and everything. So mom was like, we're not even home, we're not even in town. And come to find out, when we came back, like everything seemed fine. Nothing seemed really out of the ordinary besides outside of our house. Food was missing. There was a box outside of our house and everything, but our doors and stuff were locked. So it was like small little things were missing.
Basically.
It
And
was
that
like,
made me not want to live there anymore. It was like,
but the thing is though, I don't think we had an attic, so I don't know who the hell got in and how the hell they locked the doors back, but it was
they were
weird.
living in a house for a while. Now that house is like, there's squatters living
Apparently
there now,
apparently it's abandoned, but people are living there because people get mail there, but it's weird.
At
Like,
one time we were at home, she was just in our garden.
one time I woke up and I heard like talking. I was like, is my mom awake? Is she awake? And I walk outside and she's out there talking
Our
on the phone.
landlord, she was sitting in our garden, just talking like it's normal. Like, you can't be on our property. I
I mean,
understand
she
it's
can,
yours,
but like, we're
can't.
tenants here, so like you can't really show up unannounced.
That house is the scariest
It
house
was-
I've ever lived in.
It was fun, but it was so scary.
The landlord had a shed. Is that even like, are you even supposed to?
Oh
be able to
yeah,
do that?
literally in our backyard there was this like shed, which we eventually turned into a studio for our cousin DJ and our cousin Devin. Which was weird because it was technically hers at first. She was like, "Don't go in there, it's my shed. I'm gonna have to get my things out of there."
Are you even allowed to have stuff on somebody else's
I feel
property?
like legally, if you're renting it to somebody, you're not really allowed
She
to.
literally had
But
stuff
some people
inside
do
her.
do that. Like they're like, "Oh, that's my stuff. You can't go down there. Like I'm gonna move it out." It was
I
just
would
weird.
never live there again.
It was just a weird house and a weird
We
experience.
drive past daily and it's still like, it's still for rent, but there's squatters and stuff like that.
I know I'm
Wait,
extra.
I forgot eyeshadow.
Too late. This video's
Oh,
over.
well,
Oh my god, wait.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's
at
better
all.
than last time.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, do not forget to like it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll link my sister's social medias in the description box. I hope you guys did enjoy this video of us telling all of our crazy house stories. I didn't realize we had that much either, which is actually crazy. If you want more story times with my sister or just like in general, let me know, comment. And yes, I will see you guys soon with a brand new video. And yeah, bye.